Welcome back, MixTapers. I, as always, am your host, Punky Bruiser. With me, joining me tonight, like everybody to make some noise for no stranger to the mixtape, Will Bradford of Seepeoples, and we're honored to be joined by Ian Smith of the band Spall and Tiki Studios. How we doing?
Great.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming to hang out tonight. Whew. Hope you're doing well. I know we're just days away from the festival right now. How you doing? Doing good?
We're very excited. It's coming right up.
Stress level on a scale of 1 to 1 million. We're right around 1 million right now.
Nah,
we're doing all right.
Yeah, just stay medicated, stay cool, stay hydrated. Stay sexy. It's the most important thing. For the mixtapers that might not be familiar or remember, because maybe they extra medicated today, do us a favor, introduce yourselves, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
My name is Will, and I play in Seepeoples, and I play in another band called The Worst, and that is mostly what I do. But I also have a thing called the A.R.M.E. Group, and sometimes, like now, I partner with my buddies, and we throw awesome events together, and we're doing one now.
we're doing one now.
Yeah. Right. I'm Ian, and I'm owner of Tiki Studios and my little band Spall, and Will and I have been doing various things together for a couple of years now at least, right? And we are having a ball, and He did most of the work, actually. Put together this massive weekend at Threshers Brewing, and with 40 bands, something like that.
Yeah,
40
I
artists.
lost track now. Yeah.
It's a lot of bands.
Over 2 days, and I'm going to be doing some of the sound with a friend of ours named Keith, and my band will be playing on Saturday. And your bands are playing.
Yeah, The Worst is Friday. Seepeoples is on Saturday.
Right.
A.R.M.E. Boot Camp 2.
Right.
I didn't even say that.
Right. The name of
I guess Corey.
Yeah, I mean it's the name of the episode too. It's kind of plastered all around us right now. Okay. So if they haven't figured that out, then I'll take what they're smoking if they don't know what we're talking about by this point. So this is the second installment of the festival. Same location. Just a little bit bigger this year. So for those who are interested in attending, tell us a little bit about it.
So this year, the second year, we had so much fun last year, and it's at this awesome location in Searsmont, Maine called Threshers Brewing. A lot of people in that area and here in Portland, Maine. I know you have a sort of international audience, but as a boutique brewery with a serious alliance with a lot of bands in this town, they brewed a Seepeoples beer that's back on sale now.
Shangri-La?
Shangri-La.
Yeah, there it is.
It's back on tap. So shout out to Threshers Brewing, and this is an awesome spot. It's about 15 minutes to the beach in the Mid-Coast, right next to Belfast, Maine. So a lot of stuff to do in that area anyway. But it's just an affordable indie festival. The bands mostly know each other, so it's a bit of I suppose, a Maine family event on some level.
It's a fam fest. It's a love fest for sure. A lot of homies.
Bands coming from elsewhere. So Rustic Overtones, of course, the one of the greatest Maine of all time, hasn't played a show in about 4 years, or maybe more than that. I don't know. Can't think 4 years now. So obviously, we're super excited that they chose to do their only announced show that I know of, at least for now, at the festival. So Vapors and Morphine from Boston, that's featuring Dana from Morphine. So any Morphine fans out there, we always a lot of the people like it a little heavier, so Scissor Fight, the legendary hardcore. Really that's the true description for them, but just monster heavy rock band of legendary status.
They're so good.
So good. They've been so good for so many years. So we were tickled silly that they decided to also join our party. I'm looking at the poster here. Yes, so and Seepeoples and the Worst. Those are, of course, my band. Some people like them. Murcielago, Stoner Rock Madness, Mouth Washington. Probably one of the best independent rock bands in this town. Bait Bag, which is mid-coast punk that toured all over. Sparksy and Spall, both are two of the hosts. I think you've had Sparksy on your show before. And I'm going to stop there because there's too many other bands on there. Well, no, you know what? Let me do it, actually.
Yeah, let's do it. Rattle through. Let's go.
We got After Street Dave Gutter is also playing his second set with his band, The Strongly Worded Email. Fantastic band name. And, of course, Dave just won a Grammy, which is pretty cool. Not many. Yeah.
That's a little award, right? I don't know. I've never heard of a Grammy before.
Yep. So it's awesome that
I guess he's doing okay.
But Dave has been releasing, I think, some of the best music he's ever written in his life. So yes, we get an awesome set with his band, which, by the way, they played All Roads. I caught their set, and absolutely blazing band. Goes without saying, Rustic, it's the same. But so super excited with having Dave there. Rigometrics, which is probably, if you do know those guys, they're crushing right now, touring everywhere. Also from the mid-coast, although they're kind of based in Portland now. Although they basically live in their tour bus because they're on tour all the time, which is awesome. Angelica Frey, I don't know if you've had her on your show.
Oh, we have.
Awesome, sultry R&B. Her band is awesome too, so she's returning. Obviously, Spall, Miles Bullen, who I don't
We've
even
had Miles on the show. Unbelievable.
Miles to do it, and that's
true raconteur man right there. Like literally all the hats, wears them well. Miles is so crazy talented.
Unforgettable artist. It's impossible to describe, which is why we love that.
Raconteur man. Man of many hats.
Absolutely. Milk Street, which is...
We love Milk Street around here. Oh, great folk punk.
Studios. Awesome band. They've been playing tons of shows with The Worst, and they're super fun. Zeme Libre, which is, probably one of Maine's biggest ska bands. Essentially, they're not really. They're kind of all over the place. Awesome band, super dancey. Features members of Bim Scala Bim, which is a pretty legendary ska band. Whitney Walker, who I think you've had Whitney, or we got to get Whitney on the show. Yeah. He is the third Rascals record artist other than Seepeoples and The Worst. And essentially, we just released his record. Dana Colley all over his record, the whole musical family, and it's a great record, so we're really excited about that. Hex Kitten, which is the Hex Kitten duo for this one, which is basically also impossible to describe. Probably the weirdest act, featuring David Yearwood and the Asthmatic, which is so original. That's
just gotta see it.
It's just a dose of weirdness that every event I think should have. Something that just
dose down
everyone in the greatest way possible, and they are that. Sea Level, the impossible to describe Dan Cataldi. Dan is so other level with everything that he does. It really is just you just got to kind of see what he does. It's impossible to describe. The amount of work it takes to put on a Sea Level show is insane. He has a record that hopefully will come out someday. I've heard it, of course. It's amazing. He will play those songs. And then maybe if everyone's there, they can bug him about what he's been sitting on for so long. The Absurd, awesome band from Los Angeles, really. Now they live in Nashville. This is a band that I think we've probably played both Nashville. We are playing Nashville, actually, on this upcoming tour with Seepeoples and the Worst, playing with his family, formerly Bent Knee Records, but awesome family of bands. And he's his band, The Absurd, their band, the flagship of their family label. Awesome, just straight up kind of hilarious to rock and roll. A sight to be seen for sure. Lana and Sakela and Nuclear Boots are probably three of the rock stalwarts of this town. Each one of them is absolutely awesome. Most people know who they are at this point. Lake Over Fire has been crushing it. They just released a great EP. Theatrical rock that is also hard to describe. Same with Snake Lips, awesome band. Jay Carden from Seattle. Kaylin, who is formerly of Kaylin Skyfeast. Kaylin is a ex-Ryko disc artist. And she has played so many shows with Seepeoples, and over the years she has a show at Sparksy in New York City coming up August 10th, but she's actually originally from Portland, Maine. So it's really, really cool that we kind of have an NYC artist killing it out there who decided to come, visit home for the weekend. Convenient.
Hell yeah.
The festival. Tis Tis Task is one of the rock and roll finalists in the Boston Rock Rumble. Sorry. Awesome band. We just played with them in Boston with The Worst a couple weeks ago. Had so much fun. So good. Ghost Girl, aka August West, also indescribable sort of hip hop, I suppose you could say. She was recently lead singing for the band Cadaverette. So she's definitely you gotta see it artist. Impossible to really describe the music. Psych Ward Disco, quite frankly, is just awesome punk from New Hampshire, featuring ex-members of Time Out Timmy.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely awesome, just kick-ass band. Amelia Tarling is their bass player. A lot of people know who she is. She's a punk legend. We are super stoked about having her. Both late night sets this year, and it's Graphic Melee, who's easily one of the most talented people
unbelievably
in
talented.
This scene. A DJ, I suppose, and definitely an MC, and a producer for sure. Also ridiculously sick musician, bass player, whatever, does everything essentially. He's taken over Friday night for the late night set. Last year's late night set was so much fun, and it was done by the person doing the late night set Saturday, who's Mozart 212.
Woo! Love Mozart.
Yeah, you've had him on the show. He's remixed some Seepeople stuff in the past. For fans of down tempo acts like Blockhead. Most stuff honestly kind of pushes the boundaries much farther than that. It's really innovative down tempo stuff, but he does just crush it live. So it's awesome to see that kind of music, which generally kind of bedroom hanging out and smoking medications. Also just he kept everyone up till wee hours last night, so we are super stoked about his second one. 100 Thorns is an upcoming band. I think you'd say they're killing right now.
Yeah, they always fill the place when they play some Tiki. So
yeah,
they're like 19 or 20. I think.
Yeah.
So
awesome. They will offset the age of
help balance out the
we're in our mid 30s, so that way we'll get a mid 27 number.
That's right. Get the demographic.
Plague Dad is basically Plague Dad is probably the official busking act of Portland, Maine.
He's out there all the time.
He's just out there everywhere. He will be greeting you as you come to the gate. Actually, he's playing his own set as well, but he will be there on the way in as well. And it will help set the tone for the absolute kind of wild and innovative and ridiculous and definitely sometimes weird thing that we're trying to do with this festival.
I think it's exciting. You've got a lot of truly unbelievable Northeast acts here, bands coming in from different parts of the country, but a lot of deep Maine connections, which is huge. There hasn't been this type of fest here in the Northeast in a long time, and I'm glad that you're bringing it back, because there needs to be a place for rock and indie and punk bands to all collide, because all our worlds do. So it's nice that you're giving a home, both of you, for all of us here.
Well, let me also say that on Thursday, August 3rd, and by the time
tomorrow.
Wait, when does this air? Yesterday, Corey. Yesterday. By yesterday.
Well, this will be Wednesday the 2nd, so it is tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Tomorrow, we will be announcing the Arme pre-party, and I will say that we lucked out, and we'll just do the announcement right here, right now, that Osmia from Belfast, awesome band. I just played with them in their hometown this weekend. Had so much fun. They are coming down. Dead Shakers, which I don't know if you've had them on your show, but probably they're an award-winning band out of. They're one of the bands that won or got nominated for Best of Burlington, which is that's a pretty cool town to be nominated for anything cool.
Absolutely.
And they will also be playing the pre-party, and with a few other surprise bands. So. meet us up there Thursday, August 3rd, when we actually start.
Well, it's exciting. How much are weekend passes to the festival?
Well, individual pass, if you buy it ahead, is $60 for both days, and $75 at the gate.
You can't beat that for a weekend festival. A lot of these fests out there, they're charging a couple $100. You know what they're also doing? They're also charging for camping separate. And y'all, camping is included.
It is.
Right.
Get there early. The good shaded spots do tend to go. I will say, if you sport for the VIP pass, you do get a wonderfully shaded area.
And the VIP is $100.
Yeah, $100, not even that much more. If not, I'd probably get there early. It does tend. Last year, we had a blast, but it was hot.
It was hot.
We've got a mist tent. It's wonderful. It kept everyone cool last year, but it's only at the venue. You are not allowed to take it to your tent. So if you want to not wake up with the warmth of an intense sun,
make sure you plan accordingly. So vehicle camping is allowed. Camping is included. Dog-friendly event.
Yes.
This is a dog-friendly event. Very rare occurrence. Dog-friendly.
Yep.
$60 up front. Weekend passes. That's $30 a day. 40 bands. We're talking like $120 a band, folks. You don't get a better deal than this. If you're trying to figure out what's going to be the best bargain for your summer festival, you're not going to get more bands per dollar than the A.R.M.E. Fest, happening this Friday, August 4th, and Saturday, August 5th, in Searsmont, Maine. That's right. Ooh, look at all that important information.
Also on that bill, since I forgot, the unbelievable Hambone.
Hambone, yes, Sam, I love you.
I forgot this. Forest City and Friends, which is probably the biggest band on the lineup. The rock royalty, essentially, for the state of Maine. And who else did I forget real quick? Morning Whiskey Club. You know what? That's a complete mystery. I have no idea who the hell they are and how they ended up on the poster. So I guess you just have to come and maybe find out what that is.
There's only one way to find out.
So
well. The party's starting Thursday. What time are you allowing pre-party entry?
People can get there noon and set up shop. That's kind of understood. You can come and go from this event. So once you get your bracelet, you're good to go. Exactly. I will say, there's some wonderful swimming spots, super close. The beach is super close. So it is one of the cool things about this fest. It is a come and go fest.
Great food, great beer, really great beer. You got great bands, great camaraderie. You got dogs. This festival has everything. So if it's happening, it's starting off Thursday, pre-party, happening all weekend long. Link down below in the chat for tickets, mixtapers. Will, Ian, thank you so much for coming through. I'm going to be seeing you guys in just a couple days. I'll be there bright and early Friday morning. Come hang out with me, Punky Bruiser, in the flesh, and we'll have a great time. We'll have a beer. We'll do some other things. It'll be a good time. And if you have a dog, I highly encourage you let me meet it.
Do you have one more thing?
Just that if you're coming in a group, it's a 4-pack for $200. So it's $50 a piece if you come in.
Oh, so fill up your car. Up your car. Get a discount. Discounts. This is like festive 20 years ago. This is what's up.
That's the advance price. $200 for a 4-pack.
Yeah, $200 advance day of. So if you're thinking about going, cram that car full of people. Make sure you bring it easy up. Make sure you stay hydrated out there. We're excited. So many amazing bands. Can't wait to come up and party with you. We're going to be checking out so many bands here tonight. Give the mixtapers a good little highlight of what is to come. Hey, Will, Ian, thank you so much for hanging out tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corey. We'll see you in a few.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you Friday morning.
Awesome.
Great.